So there's a Chinese New Year, February, American New Year's, January, Thai New Year's, April. India has a New Year's called Holi. Everybody has a different New Year's. It's just a Samuti. It's just a conventional New Year. There's no New Year. You constantly is a New Year all the time, constantly growing older. But what the New Year is useful for is that you think about yourself. There's two ways to look at the New Year, right? Two ways. You look at the past, what did I do, right? And then you look at the future, what will I do? But you should be doing that every day, not just New Year. You know, you should be investigating. So you think, you know, the past, what did you learn? What did we learn from the past? Everything changes. Nothing is sure. There's no refuge. We grow older. We grow sicker. And then what happens to us? So those things we know about. But those are the things we don't like to think about. So we think of the future, we think of what we're going to get. What am I going to get in the future? Shall I buy the lottery and shall I be rich? Shall I earn a lot of money? Shall I get this? Because it's all tanha. It's all we want. I want the future, right? But you look at the past. Did you get everything you wanted? No. And what we get, we lose. So it's kind of unsure. So what you think about on New Year's, you're supposed to think of, what have I become? What am I now? Not what you were in the past or you're going to be in the future. That doesn't make sense because it's not true. Who knows what they're going to be tomorrow, right? Nobody knows. Why do we think about those things a lot? So we say, what am I now? Why is that? Because everything you did in the past, that's what you are now. So when you think of now, you're also thinking about the past. ทุกอย่างที่ทำด้วยกรรมวาจาใจกายนั่นแหละทุกวันนี้เราเป็นอย่างนั้นทุกอย่างที่อยากได้ไม่อยากได้เราเป็นอย่างนั้นเดี๋ยวนี้อันนั้นผลของอดีตที่เราทำกรรมไว้ So you don't need ไม่ต้องนึกถึงอดีตหรอกมันอยู่นี่แหละอดีตอยู่ปัจจุบันนี่แหละผลของอดีตดีไหมเนี่ยเราฉลาดขึ้นไหมเรางามขึ้นไหมรวยขึ้นไหมมีปัญญาขึ้นไหม So we look at today, right? You're the sum total of all your past now. So you look at now and you see, was it good? When I did this, you know, your gam, your karma that you make by body, speech, and mind. That's what you are now. So on New Year's, you look at yourself now. What have I become? What am I? Do I like what I see? And then the future is, okay, I'll fix my behavior. What I say, what I think, what I do, I'll fix it so that my future will be good. Not just wanting. You can't just want. Wanting is just craving, just craving and clinging. It doesn't deal with reality. So you have to be skillful. Inภาษา Bali, guson, kusala. There's akuson and kuson, skillful and unskillful. If we do akuson, it means we make bad decisions. We say the wrong things. We think the wrong things. Then you have more suffering. You have more unhappiness. So New Year's is a time to think, okay, here I am now. Am I happy with myself? Nobody's happy with themselves, right? We always say, if I were taller, if I were shorter, if I were thinner, if I were heavier, if I were whiter, if I were darker, if I were just, we're never happy with it. Because those are the khandha, right? Those are the khandhas. They just go along. Whatever you do, however you repair yourself, you just get old. Ask us old people. You know, looking at me, you might not guess, but I was once a baby, and then a teenager, and then a young man, right? It's still there. It's still there, all wrapped up, right? All the things I did then, they're still there. They're still here. You can't just erase your past. That's what karma is, right? You carry the results of all the things that you said, thought, and did. So you have to constantly fine-tune. You have to fix that. You have to be more skillful. So when you make decisions, whatever you say, think, and do, you have to be sati. You have to be mindful. You have to ask the question, is this to my benefit and the benefit of others? Not just, is this for me? You have to think about the world. You have to think about animals. You have to think about people. You have to think about trees. What I do, is that good for me and other people? Not just, I want. I want is free. Anybody can want. It's free. You don't have to spend money. Just tanha, tanha is cheap. Everybody has it. Even the dog and cat has tanha, right? Nothing special about that. But if you put the brakes on, if you say, tanha, I want this, but I will not, that is a human being. That is a person with principles. Put the brakes on and say, no, I won't gamble, I won't drink, I won't make these stupid decisions. I won't go to a yard sale and buy everything I can't afford. And then it ends up in your yard sale. No, we do this, right? We do this. Put on the brakes. If you don't have brakes, it's very dangerous. You keep crashing into things. Learn to put on the brakes. Learn to say, okay, I want. What is that? What is that I want? The Buddha said it's like a monkey in a tree, right? Just grabbing at fruit, stuffing its mouth, never enough. Just destroys the tree. What is enough? Nobody has enough. You'll never have enough if you don't have brakes. มันไม่พอชาตินี้ชาติหน้าอีก100 ชาติมันไม่พอ It's not enough. You know black hole, right? The black hole. Everybody knows black hole, right? It sucks everything into it, and you can't fill it. That's what this is, right? Go buy a new purse or a new dress, or the guy goes out and buys a new car, and it just goes into this black hole. It doesn't fill it. It's not enough. So you want something and you get it. What happens? Do you stop wanting? ตัณหามันหยุดเหรอมันได้ของมันตัณหามันหยุดเหรอ No, it's just the one who wants, the one who has tanha and wants, right? The one who gets it is not the same person. You're not the same person. Because you got it, now you've changed. You want something else. So, who's snoring? That's what I'm famous for. At least Dhamma Talks can put you to sleep. I should make a tape before you go to bed. You just listen, right? So there's no end. There's no end to this wanting, right? You just have to say, okay, this is a new year. This is a samuti. It's a conventional new year. But you should think, you should picharana and adhitan. You should investigate and make a determination, I will not do this again. I will change. Like I won't talk while the Dhamma Talk is going. ถ้าอาจารย์มหาบัวนี่ดุเลยเดี๋ยวนี้คุยกันอะไรนักหนาเวลาเทศเป็นอย่างนั้นเนี่ยไม่มีฮิริโอตปะเลยเนี่ย
ไม่ได้คุยแค่หลับค่ะ
นี่อย่าว้าวเลยเศร้า I just told them about Jan Mahabua, right? Would yell at them and stop talking while you're giving a Dhamma talk. That Dhamma growth might be DJ, I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you get together, and I'm happy that you didn't throw away Dhamma, right? You didn't throw away Sasana, you youngไม่ทิ้งแม้แต่อาจจะมีแต่เล็บเดียวกอดอยู่ยังไม่ทิ้งอยู่อเมริกามันไม่ใช่ง่ายนะอยู่อเมริกาไม่ใช่ง่ายไม่ใช่มีพระทั่วไปไม่ใช่มีคนศาสนาพุทธทั่วไปแล้วก็คนที่ถือศาสนาลัทธิต่างหากนะเยอะท่วมใช่ไหมบางทีสามีก็ถือศาสนาอย่างหนึ่งใช่ไหมเราก็ถืออย่างหนึ่งมันเป็นแต่ว่า I'm speaking Thai already มองหน้าเขาก็รู้oh young it's not easy being a Buddhist in America because you know you all get together and make merit and ทำบุญ but when you're outside you know and at work and around you don't Buddhism is not a sasana and not a religion that's easy to understand. It's not easy. It's very different from all other religions. Teaches you to be smart. It teaches you to be panya. It teaches you to be wise. Doesn't teach you just to believe something. You have to investigate. You have to think about it. You have to see cause and effect เหตุผลต้องมีเหตุผล You have to look at yourself and take the time to do it. You know, when you make a decision, think about what you're thinking. Think about what you're saying. Think about what you're doing. Ask the question, is this to my benefit and the benefit of others? That's metta, right? You think of others. Even animals, you think of them. Whenever you make a decision, do you really need that? Do you really need a new purse? Do you really need a new car? A new golf club? What? Those are important things. Well, maybe golf clubs. So that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to remind people, you have principles. You took Sinha, right? You already took the 5 precepts today. And probably a lot of you already broke some of them. Especially the Musa. So those are principles to live by because I don't want you and the Buddha didn't want you to be reborn as less than human. If the Sinha, if you don't have the 5 precepts now and you're not human yet. ยังไม่ถึงมนุษย์เลย Sinha, those 5 precepts are the principles to keep you civilized, good human being. If you don't have the 5 precepts, ไม่ถึงลิง like a bunch of monkeys. Do monkeys have 5 precepts? No. Why? Because they don't understand cause and effect. We are humans, we understand. We can see results of what we do. So 5 precepts, very, very important. ทุกคนอยากเป็นเทวดา Everybody wants to be reborn as a deva in a heaven somewhere. So what do we do to get there? Go shopping. You can't buy being a deva. Nah? You can't bribe a deva. You know, when you die, you go up with your money and you say, hey, can I go into the paradise in heaven? No, devas don't use money. They use bunya. They use merit. They use good karma to be a deva. Not craving, not money, not material goods. That's not going to get you in a good place. Because it's worthless. So anyway, so New Year's, everybody think about New Year's. Think about new you. And you look at yourself as this. The Buddha says in a sutta, he says, the days flick by one after the other, days and nights fly by. What have I become? That's the question to ask. It's the same question as, where am I going? อ้าวแค่นั้นเดี๋ยวให้พร